May I kindly request everyone to please take their seats and ensure your phones are on silent mode as we are about to begin shortly. Thank you.
Namaste, Adab, Sat Shri Akal. Good morning to all Apollo family members. With hearts full of pride and smiles that shine bright each and every day, we warmly welcome you all to the 29th celebrations of Apollo Hospitals, New Delhi. Wishing a very happy anniversary to each one of you. I am Karan. Some of you know me from the Health Check department and some from the international marketing front. It's an absolute honor to be here with you all today.
Namaste and my heartfelt greetings to all members of the Apollo family. I'm Aishwarya Das from the Department of Operations, and it gives me immense pride to be a part of this landmark occasion. Together, we are thrilled to be your hosts for this grand celebration, a day brimming with zeal, memories, and milestones. Today, we don't just celebrate years, we celebrate impact, service, and unity.
Absolutely, Aishwarya. Today, we reflect with pride on the journey so far and look forward with hope to a future filled with even a greater purpose. This celebration is a tribute to every doctor, nurse, team member, guest, and guide whose dedication has made this institution what it is today, and we are proud of every bit. May our journey continue to be guided by compassion, commitment, and the visionary ideals of our respected chairman, sir, to deliver world-class healthcare to every life we touch.
Beautifully said. And with that spirit, let us now commence this day not just as a celebration, but as a heartfelt tribute to an extraordinary legacy. 3 दशक की मेहनत, सेवा का वो श्रृंगार है, हर जीवन को छूने वाला ये अद्भुत उपहार है, जहां दवा के साथ दुआ भी मिलती है, वो अस्पताल नहीं, अपोलो परिवार है.
Awesome. These lines perfectly capture the soul of Apollo. This is not merely an organization, it is a family, an epitome of healing, hope, and humanity, touching lives every single day. So, as we embark on today's celebration, let us carry this emotion with us of pride in our past, purpose in our present, and promise in our future.
To begin on a note of pride and unity, let us now rise for the Apollo anthem, a powerful reminder of our collective commitment to serve with compassion and excellence.
May I kindly request you all to be seated now, please? It is truly a privilege to celebrate this day in the esteemed presence of our senior leadership, distinguished dignitaries, and our ever-dedicated Apollo family members. We are especially honored to have amidst us today respected Managing Director of Apollo Hospitals Group, a visionary leader and an inspiration to all of us, Dr. Sunita Reddy ma'am.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now a pleasure to witness a truly special gesture, a heartfelt welcome that symbolizes growth, care, and commitment.
We now invite our own Shiv sir to extend a warm welcome to our respected Managing Director, Ms. Sunita Reddy ma'am, on the floor.
symbol of life, represents not just a token of welcome, but also the nurturing spirit of Apollo. We shall be sowing the planter at IMCL.
With this plant of hope, we lay the seeds so deep that the branches go so high, the shadows of calmness grow so fine, under which IMCL always shines. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. I request you both to be kindly with us for a while. Sorry, we request ma'am to be there with us for a while, ma'am. Please. What's a celebration without a sweet moment to cherish, Aishwarya?
Absolutely. We all need some sugar rush.
Indeed, to celebrate this special journey of dedication, healing, and excellence, we now invite all our dignitaries to join us for the cake cutting ceremony, please. Special moment. May this be a sweet beginning to yet another inspiring chapter in the legacy of Apollo Hospitals, New Delhi. So, as we continue the momentous celebration, it is now time to hear from a leader whose guidance has been instrumental in our journey of excellence, a driving force behind innovation, compassion, and operational brilliance. He leads with purpose and clarity. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in welcoming our MD Sir, Mr. P. Sivakumar, for his address. Sir, the stage is yours.
Karan said all those words for the chairman. Thank you. Namaste and good morning. A very, very happy anniversary to every one of you here. A warm thank you to Dr. Sunita Reddy, our Group Managing Director, for joining us today. I know it's been a very, very busy schedule for you, but still you squeezed out this time for us to be here with us today. Thank you very much for that, ma'am. It's a privilege and an honor to have you here and hear you speak and imbibe and execute in the days to come. And we'll meet again on 30th anniversary and then tell you that, this is what we have done. Thank you very much for being here today, ma'am. We are grateful to have our chairman and Apollo First family join us virtually. Some of them will be joining pretty soon. Chairman's presence always reminds us why we are here and what we do, and that is to bring world-class healthcare within the reach of everyone. Anniversaries are moments of reflection and gratitude, a time to look back on our journey and acknowledge the dedication, resilience, and the spirit of every team member who made it possible. The year gone by was not easy. It was filled with unexpected challenges. We faced the tough times together. We faced it as a team, stood by our values, and yet delivered another strong year of clinical excellence to our patients and the community. I thank all the doctors, nurses, paramedics, and technicians. Your skill and steady judgment saved many lives. My gratitude goes to Dr. Bipin, Elizabeth, and Usha for steadfast clinical leadership. A big round of applause for. And I want to thank our housekeeping, engineering, security, F&B, HR, and admin support teams, and the various departmental leaders. Your round-the-clock effort keeps our hospital clean, safe, and running. A warm gratitude to Dr. Gaurav for orchestrating the countless moving parts within the hospital so they run friction-free. And that allows every team member to focus on exceptional patient care. A big thank you to Mr. Tyagi. I think he's not here, but a big thank you to him and the entire finance team. Your quiet diligence keeps our foundation strong and helps us clear every hurdle. Looking ahead, we will keep adopting smarter processes, better technology, and aim for wider outreach. But let's never forget that a kind word and a caring touch matter the most. Thank you once again for your hard work, dedication, and team spirit. Together, we'll keep raising the bar and keep the Apollo flag flying in this part of the country. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words. Your support and direction fuel our collective commitment to deliver the very best every single day.
We now move forward with the award ceremony, a salute to those who lead by example. It is now time to recognize and celebrate the exceptional contributions made by our clinical and nursing teams through the Academic Excellence Awards. These remarkable individuals have consistently pushed the frontiers of medical research, setting new standards of excellence for the entire medical fraternity.
कर्म के रथ के ये सच्चे सारथी हैं, ज्ञान के दीपक ये रोशनी की बाती हैं. Through their relentless pursuit of knowledge and innovation, their work in research publications has created a lasting impact, paving the way for future advancements in healthcare. Their commitment deserves every bit of the recognition we offer them today.
May I now invite Sunita ma'am to do the honors and felicitate our achievers in this distinguished category.
This year, an impressive total of 289 published papers have been recognized from Apollo Hospital, Delhi. Let us begin by congratulating our leading contributors. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in applauding Dr. Gaurav Tyagi, Senior Consultant Neurosurgeon. Dr. Tyagi, who has to his credit 5 recognized papers in the year 2025 and received a reward of $35,000. A huge round of applause for Dr. Tyagi. Congratulations, sir.
Our next awardee is Dr. Nitin P. Senior Consultant Radiology. Dr. Gombe has to his credit 6 recognized papers for the year 2025, receives a cash award of 25,000 rupees. Congratulations, Dr. Gombe. 2025 receives a cash award of 75,000 rupees. Congratulations, Dr. Chawla.
Dr. Khanna, who has to his credit 12 recognized papers for the year 2025 and receives a cash reward of 80,000 rupees. Congratulations, sir.
Our next awardee is Dr. Arun Prasad, Senior Consultant, Surgical Gastroenterology, Bariatric and Robotic Surgery. Give a huge round of applause for him.
Our next awardee is Dr. Abhishek West, consultant in orthopedics. Dr. West, who has to his credit 14 recognized papers for the year 2025 and receives a cash reward of 1,05,000 rupees. Congratulations, sir.
Our next awardee is Dr. Rajesh Manu, Senior Consultant, Orthopedics.
Move to our next awardee. Our next awardee is Dr. Saptrishi Bhattacharya, Senior Consultant in Technology. Dr. Bhattacharya, who has to receive 23 recognized papers for the year 2025, receives a cash reward of 1,15,000 rupees. Congratulations, sir. Our next awardee is Dr. Arun Prasad, Medical Director Services. Dr. Sibu, who has to his credit 24 recognized papers for the year 2025.
Last but not the least, our next awardee has the highest number of recognized papers to his credit. Any guesses for the number of papers?
There you go. Give a huge round of applause to Dr. Raju Gracia, Senior Consultant Orthopedics. He has to his credit 92 recognized papers for the year 2025 and he receives a cash reward of 2,07,500. Congratulations, sir. A heartfelt congratulations to all the doctors who have devoted their time, expertise, and commitment to academic excellence. Through research publications, your contributions continue to inspire us all today and tomorrow. Now, we turn our attention towards the Department of Nursing, the Research and Publication Council of the Department of Nursing, Apollo Hospital Group, that submitted 31 research papers to recognize. Of these, 21 papers were originated from our daily unit, showcasing the vibrant research culture within the region. Notably, 13 of these publications stem from the clinical domain, while 8 represent academic excellence.
A special mention of Captain Dr. Usha Banerjee ma'am, whose leadership and scholarly commitment have been truly inspiring. Out of these 13 papers, 11 were authored by Dr. Banerjee herself, setting a benchmark for clinical research and publication within the nursing community.
These outstanding contributions not only elevate our institution, but also elevate the broader field of nursing as a profession. Let us give a huge round of applause to invite Captain Dr. Usha Banerjee on stage to receive a cash reward of 55,000 rupees for her 11 recognized papers. Congratulations, ma'am. Sunita ma'am, we'll still request you to be on stage with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to a very special segment, the special citations, which honor pioneering efforts and exemplary contributions in advancing clinical innovation and patient care.
To do the honors, may we request our respected DMS Sir, Lieutenant General Dr. Bipin Puri to kindly come forward and announce the awardees under this distinguished category.
Ms. Sarita Reddy, ma'am. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute privilege this morning to stand before you and recognize and honor some of the finest minds and celebrate clinical excellence, innovation, and leadership that shapes the very foundation of Apollo Healthcare. I want to begin by saying that the list of deserving individuals is both extensive and inspiring, with each name representing a story of dedication and excellence. However, for today's ceremony, we were faced with this difficult task of making very selective choices. The selections were made with careful consideration of impact, innovation, and diverse nature of contributions. To those not named today, please know that your work is immensely valued and has not gone unnoticed. This recognition is only symbolic and in no way does it diminish the importance of many who stand quietly behind every success story. Dr. Rajesh Malhotra, Senior Consultant, Orthopedics, for his visionary leadership in establishing the first bone bank in the Apollo ecosystem, the first of its kind. This landmark initiative will play a very pivotal role in facilitating complex reconstructive and trauma surgeries, offering hope to countless patients. It also sets a new benchmark in orthopedic tissue banking and advanced musculoskeletal care. I think Dr. Malhotra is stuck in the operation theater, but congratulations to Dr. Malhotra. Cardiac rhythm management, Dr. Vanita Arora. Friends, Dr. Vanita Arora has led with her contributions to introducing leadless pacemaker technology and has made cardiac care safer, more efficient, and minimally invasive. Truly the future of pacing therapy. In the sphere of pediatric oncology, we call upon Dr. Amita Mahajan. Unmatched dedication, she has transformed the lives of children battling with cancer. Her evidence-based approach, combined with deep empathy, has brought hope to families navigating their toughest journeys of their lives. Calling Dr. Yatindra for his unwavering commitment to orthopedic care, his clinical precision and focus on restoring function and dignity to patients makes him particular. In tackling one of the most pressing public health challenges today, obesity, we recognize the collaborative excellence of Dr. S.K. Gandhi and Dr. Abhi Prasad. Their integrated multidisciplinary obesity management program demonstrates the strength of combining technology and sciences, holistic
cardiac surgery segment, robotics is changing the landscape of CABG. We proudly felicitate Dr. Varun Bansal and Dr. M.M. Yusuf for their pioneering roles in robotic assisted coronary artery bypass surgery. Their precision and superior outcomes reflect the future of cardiac surgery in the coming times. One of our proudest achievements in the year gone by has been the strengthening of our lung transplant program, which was made possible by a powerhouse of team members, Dr. M.S. Kanwar, Dr. Mukesh Goyal, Dr. Bhushan Thombare, Dr. Avdesh Bansal, and a team members of the lung transplant team, which we will call upon. Together, they demonstrated that even in the most complex pulmonary and thoracic conditions can be met with skill, science, and teamwork. As it's often said, a successful lung transplant is not the triumph of one, but the harmony of many surgeons, physicians, nurses, and staff moving as one heartbeat to give another a chance to breathe once again. So now, can I call upon the lung transplant team to please come up? This is not just a list of awards, it is a reflection of our true belief that excellence in healthcare is a continuous journey of innovation, compassion, and dedication. Thank you, Ms. Sarita, for the honors. Thank you.
Thank you, Divik Sohan.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir, for gracing this moment in knowledge, acknowledging these remarkable contributions with your presence. Thank you, ma'am, to please be with us.
Now, moving on to one of the most anticipated segments of today's celebration, the Ambassador Awards. जो निष्ठा और लगन का हो जीवंत प्रमाण, ऐसे कर्मवीरों को मिलता है ये विशेष सम्मान.
Exactly. This esteemed award honors individuals who have demonstrated unwavering sincerity, exceptional dedication, and inspiring zeal in the discharge of their duties, truly setting an example for all of us. These outstanding individuals have gone above and beyond expectations through their work ethic, passion, and professionalism. They stand as role models and are true ambassadors of the Apollo spirit. And now, without any further delay, we begin with our first awardee, Dr. Rohit Kumar Akula, Senior Resident.
A gem of a resource whose devotion to this noble profession is a class apart. His urge for knowledge and his unique patient advocacy skills are something to be proud of.
Congratulations, sir.
Our next awardee is Ms. Setan Dolkar, Charge Nurse. a knowledgeable resource who not only understands the system very well, but has demonstrated highest level of team management skills. A true ambassador. Congratulations, Ms. Setal.
Next awardee, Ms. Hannah, Executive Nurse. Humanity first on ground, and someone with inherent determination to deliver excellence while supporting the complex work setting, thereby rising to the expectations of team members. Congratulations.
Our next awardee is Mr. Muhammad Arshad, Technician Nephrology. A consistent performer who takes real pride in his job and delivers what is expected of him precisely and with tender, loving care.
Congratulations, Arshad. Coming up next is Ms. Jyoti, Senior Executive Patient Care Services. She not only serves the patients tirelessly, but her politeness and energy always lends a visible degree of positivity to the patient floor. Congratulations, Jyoti.
Our next awardee is Mr. Anil Kumar Sharma, Executive Housekeeping. A time-tested team member who believes and demonstrates customer centricity, patient delight, and finesse. His team adores him. Congratulations, Mr. Anil.
Next on the list is Ms. Deveshwari Rawat, Senior Executive Finance. A result-oriented member of the finance team whose sense of responsibility and objectivity sets her apart. She is indeed an integral part of the organization. Congratulations.
Our next awardee is Mr. Muhammad Wasim Mughal, Senior Transplant Coordinator. Someone who naturally fits into this role. By virtue of his sheer focus and ability to connect with ease, renders meaningful support to the system. Congratulations, Mr. Wasim.
Now may I invite Ms. Chama, Deputy Clinical Nurse, Apollo Hospitals, Noida. Very talented resource who not only demonstrates dedication to work, but also renders immense support to her team members. Congratulations. I now invite all our awardees, ambassadors of the year, to join us for a group photograph with Sunita ma'am on stage, please. All the awardees, please come forward. May I request Shiv sir, Anupam sir, and Jitendra sir to please come on the stage to join for the group photograph.
Let's keep the applause going on for our ambassadors of the year.
Thank you, ma'am. Once again, a big congratulations to all the awardees.
It is now our privilege to welcome a visionary leader whose dedication to nursing excellence has shaped the very spirit of compassionate care at Apollo Hospitals. With vast experience and a passion for nursing leadership, she remains a guiding force for clinical teams across the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in welcoming Captain Dr. Usha Banerjee, Group Director Nursing, to address the gathering.
Respected Sunita ma'am, Mr. P. Shukumar, Dr. Sibyl, all the consultants present here, my colleagues, HODs, and every member of the Apollo family. What a beautiful day. Happy anniversary to one and all. This iconic institution, which is revered, nestled in the heart of the capital of this country, has pushed boundaries, has defied and transcended human knowledge and medical science. And it continues to etch its story in the annals of history every single day. And thus has become the epitome of hope to many in the world. And it has illuminated the path and inspired generations to come. This institution has earned an enviable reputation for its clinical protocols, for patient safety, and for soulful care. Today, on this piece of land, we do innovative, first of its kind, breakthrough work, which is possible because of the clinical acumen and expertise of all our clinicians. Because of the legacy of leadership that we carry and the compassionate, competent care that is provided by the rest of the teams. Every single day is a manifestation of coordinated brilliance which harmonizes medical science and service. This day is a tribute to our chairman, Padma Vibhushan, Dr. Pratap C. Reddy, whose vision we share, a man who is handpicked and handcrafted by God themselves. Let's give our chairman a big round of applause. Fortunately, we are led by our madams, and of course we remember Madam Chairman here today. Our madams, Madam Preeta Reddy, Madam Sunita Reddy, Madam Shobna Reddy, and Madam Sangeeta Reddy, you are an embodiment of grace, gentle yet formidable. Your matriarchal wisdom is humbling yet very, very empowering. And we are very, very fortunate to be working in a world-class enterprise that is the architect of our lives. Many of us would see the birth of our children here, and many of us may witness the last journey of our loved ones here on this piece of land. This is an institution that needs to be revered. Every single patient that comes in here must have the respect, dignity, and humanity of care. Let our hands cradle the fragile, let our hearts shelter the vulnerable, and let our care uplift the spirit of the desperate. Thanks to this great institution that gives us the wisdom to lead, the advice to follow, the humility to celebrate our success, and the inspiration to aspire for more. Thanks to Dr. Madhu for his leadership and for reinvigorating the culture of accountability. Thanks to Mr. P. Shukumar for his institutional integrity and holding us all together. Dr. Sibyl, whose clinical governance and academic rigor and the igniting the effort of research and publications has given true meaning to our work. I'm very, very proud to lead a large contingent of nurses across the country. Nurses who are critical to clinical outcomes, to patient safety, to quality, to the reputation and reimbursement of the organization, and proudly, I say, to the practice of every clinician. We are very, very fortunate to be on the logo, and our purpose here is to breathe life into it. And we take that responsibility as paramount. Ma'am, we will continue to be the guardians of humanity and the advocates of dignity. We will be ferociously competent, we will be relentlessly respectful, and ruthlessly kind. Happy anniversary to one and all.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge welcome to our respected chairman, sir. He joins us online.
Very happy anniversary.
Thank you, sir, for joining us today. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now our honor to welcome a distinguished leader whose vision, intellect, and unwavering commitment to clinical excellence continue to elevate Apollo hospitals on the global healthcare map. Please join us in welcoming our Group Medical Director, Dr. Anupam Sibbal, to address this esteemed gathering. Sir, the stage is yours.
Respected Chairman, Ms. Sunita, Ms. Preeta, Ms. Shobna, Ms. Sangeeta, distinguished members of the Apollo family, Namaste, happy anniversary. I want to ask, how many of us have been here for more than 25 years? 15 years? 5 years? Why is it that everybody who joins the Apollo family wants to be a member of the Apollo family? What's so special about Apollo? What is so special about Apollo is our culture, is our vision, our spirit that chairman imbibed when he established Apollo Hospitals in 1983. So let us put our hands together and let's give a standing ovation to chairman. And this has to be louder because chairman is in Chennai and he has to do this in Chennai.
Thank you. It's an honor for everybody who have been in Apollo, the entire Apollo family. Your appreciation is for the entire Apollo family. God bless you all. I'm proud of all of you.
Thank you so much, Chairman. This hospital, this institution has been the torchbearer of clinical excellence, not just in Delhi, not in the north of the country, but in India and the region. And there are so many firsts to the credit of this institution. The first NAT testing, the first 3 Tesla MRI, the first PET MRI in the country, the first Berlin heart that resulted in a heart transplant in the youngest child in India, the first combined liver-kidney transplant, the first liver transplant, the first ZAPEX, the first JCI accreditation, and I can go on and on because there are more than 20 firsts that this institution has.
I told you say to line some lines. Type it nicely in a big letters and then.
So, and it's not just in clinical excellence, but we saw that when Ms. Sunita was honoring research and academic excellence. We now have 40 D&B specialties and super specialties covered and 181 trainees. We, for the first time, have crossed more than 1,000 publications in a calendar year. We actually have the third highest publications on PubMed now after PGI and AIMS. But what is very creditable is that Apollo Delhi has contributed 1/4 of those 1,005 publications. You know, when someone walks into an Apollo hospital, they're worried. You know, they're stressed, they're in pain, they're in discomfort. They're worried about themselves, they're worried about the family member that they might have brought in. And then they see one of our Apollo team members, and then they feel that that problem is going to go away because the person who's going to be caring for them has the expertise, has the knowledge, has the experience. So let's put our hands together to the amazing Delhi team for everything you do 24/7. But you know, there is another magic ingredient. If that is added, then the response, the outcomes are truly magical, and that is empathy. There's this beautiful experiment called the rabbit effect, where a group of rabbits were given a high cholesterol diet to see what happens to their coronary arteries. So one group was looked after by someone who, in addition to the diet, actually cuddled the rabbits and spoke to the rabbits every day. And guess what? In that subgroup, which was given the same amount of cholesterol-rich diet, had half the coronary blockages. That is what empathy does. It has been shown recently in a study at Mayo that it takes 29 seconds for a patient to describe their primary complaint, but usually a doctor interrupts them in 11 seconds. So if you were patient for another 18 seconds, I think the response that we would get from the families and the patients would be truly amazing. And I'm saying all this because, Chairman has said that, and Ms. Sunita is a huge advocate of this. Ms. Preeta gave us the message of TLC, Ms. Shobna, Ms. Sangeeta, very, very passionate about kindness. And we now have a new program called Be Kind. And actually, globally, if we look at what's been happening, there is this growing realization that kindness has a huge impact on outcomes. It decreases anxiety, decreases pain, and actually shortens the hospital stay. And there is this movement that started in Europe called the mango movement, and I'm just going to share that. There was this lady in the ICU, and she'd had nothing to eat or drink for several weeks. And the nurse went up to her and said, "What would be the first thing that you'd like to eat when we take out the NG tube?" And she said, "I want a mango." Now, a mango in Belgium is not easy to get. She didn't want mango juice. She actually wanted a mango. And this nurse went and got a mango. And then they recorded the reaction of the lady when she actually had the first bite of the mango. And this started a movement called the Mango movement in Europe, emphasizing kindness. And I'm saying this because, Shiv has been very, very passionate about kindness. And I think in the last few years since he's been at the helm, and given the spiritual links that he's developed over the years, I've seen the evolution, Shiv, over 25 years, so I can say that with conviction. Kindness is, I think, central to what we do. And I want to applaud Shiv and the team in Delhi for their commitment to kindness, because kindness is going to be the defining force in the way we care for patients in the years to come. Ms. Sunita has been influenced a fair bit by Buddhism, and I know she follows a lot of Buddhist teaching. So I'm going to just end with a quote from the Dalai Lama. And the Dalai Lama says, "My religion is very simple. My religion is kindness. Be kind whenever you can, wherever you can. It's always possible." Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. And on this occasion, we have with us the head of the newest baby in Apollo family, Apollo Athena. So, Dr. Shalu Verma, we are requesting you to please come forward, ma'am. And we would sincerely request Sunita, ma'am, to kindly welcome Dr. Shalu Verma, please. And also, ma'am, we take this opportunity to invite you on stage to say a few words, ma'am, on the occasion.
Namaste and good afternoon, everyone. It's unusual that we're celebrating an anniversary 2 days ahead of time. It's not to accommodate my schedule, but because all of you have achieved what you planned to much, much earlier. And that is really a tribute to all of you here. And I think that, this is such a wonderful team where everyone works together to deliver not just financial outcomes, not just great clinical outcomes, but deliver and live up to the hope of the patients. So let me start by saying thank you and congratulations for all the good work. To all those who won awards, don't go back with just the award. would be the torchbearers for the future, so that this journey of winning awards is carried out throughout the legacy of Apollo. I want to go back to a story that I heard, and it's not a story, it's a fact. In Calcutta, there is a tree, a banyan tree, which is 250 years old. That banyan tree occupies 4.56 acres. It's the size of 4 football fields, but more importantly, it has about 40,000 roots. So Apollo, better than the banyan tree, and that's my vision for you, better than the banyan tree, you're not just going to offer shade, you're not just going to grow on scale, but depth. The roots of the banyan tree are very important because they provide nutrients for growth. Those roots for Apollo are inculcated in our values of doing good for the patient, on focusing on the best clinical outcomes, for being patient-centered, for being, as Anupam said, kind, because kindness is a core value for all of us. It's about concern for the patient, and it's about sustainability. And you must wonder why I say sustainability, because an organization to survive has to be sustainable. And the way we stay sustainable is to be relevant for the future. The way we stay sustainable is to make sure people like Tyagi are looking after our balance sheets and making sure that we have enough to grow. The way we say sustainable is also by looking at all of those who've done research papers and are looking into the future to see how we can improve what we've done before. So for all of these core values of kindness, of having a moral compass, ethical compass in what we do, and caring about the patient, I think, and sustainability, I think these are important values. Added to that is something that I want to add, which Chairman has been saying, and it's really made a big difference. Chairman has said that, that when we think about what Apollo's next journey is, it's about preventive health care. And preventive health care is really, for him, it's not just the testing, because there's so much testing that everyone is doing and it can happen. But it is really in reading the outcomes of the testing to provide health and happiness. It's now, I've said before, after Apollo came, life expectancy increased from 57 to 75. We know of the day where it'll go to 100, but it's the quality of life. And the quality of life is really Apollo's new mantra, that we're going to focus on preventive, we're going to focus on health and happiness. And because we do that, we invest in new technology, we invest in training, we look at, we invest in robotics, and we look at what more we can do for the patient. So this time I'd like to introduce a topic that I think all of us hear about but have not done enough about. And I can understand why we've not done enough about. So if for all of you who don't know, I'm going to talk a little bit about AI. I'm not an AI expert, but I do understand the impact that AI can have in the future of healthcare, in making sure that you have support for your clinical decision making, in making sure that you are faster in your response time, in making sure you take off some of the hard, laborious work and give it to an AI system that will be your co-pilot in the ward, that would help you in your accounting, but in different spheres. And I go back to 15 years ago when one of the fathers of AI, Stephen Hawking, who was a paraplegic, and he wrote this from his wheelchair. He said, the way that AI is developing,
That's his name?
it changes itself so fast. And humans are limited by our biological evolution. We think we're hands, we're heart, we're lung, our brain. We can't, they will not be able to compete with healthcare, but we can. And there was another author called Harari. I don't know if anyone has read the book Homo sapiens, but in that book he said, humans who are Homo sapiens, and Homo is human. And human is all about compassionate, it's all about kindness. Then he wrote the third book and said we've become sapiens because of AI. But I think there is only one industry where we can show that we are truly Homo sapiens, that we are humans, and that we know how to use AI. So the benefit of AI is really going to happen when it penetrates down. You know, it's not an isolated kingdom, it's sitting in an ivory tower where we use it for only right now for the clinical intelligence engine. No, the benefit of AI is something that has to percolate down to the nurses, to the workforce, to make their life easier. So Vinod Kosa said that in 2030, the world will be full of abundance, that AI will generate so much productivity. So and in this one area, this one field of medicine, AI is not going to take away jobs, it's going to make people more productive because we have that differentiator. We are truly Homo sapiens. We are humans. We can practice compassion. We can practice intimacy like the mango that Anupam spoke about. We know how to be intimate with the patients. But let me also tell you that AI is very powerful. AI has patience. So if you ask it 10 things, it'll go on repeating. Imagine the 29 seconds of the doctor. After 11 seconds, the doctor's losing patience. So let us cultivate that attitude of patience. AI is intuitively problem solving. And I think that all of us have the ability to think critically. So let's not lose that ability. No machine is going to take that away from you. AI has that patience, it has that ability for problem solving, and it's changing in many, many different ways. But as it changes, it can never replace what is essential to being a human being. And here at IMCL, I see the best of it, the best of all of the qualities of human being. It's, we have a wonderful managing director, and everyone said, oh, how do you make a CFO a managing director of a hospital? And they said, it's going to be very, very difficult for him. So I wanted to think about the fact that, everything in life is so intertwined. It's the choices you make. There is music, there is mathematics even in music. There is poetry and science and nature. And if you look at the creation of nature and the art in the creation of the atom, everything is linked. What is most important is to recognize that as a team, we can do so much better, that we all have the capability, we have the art, we have the science, and we have the ability to, when we have the ability to work together, we're more powerful than the atom. So these artificial barriers must go. We must recognize that everyone, the frontline worker, the senior doctor, has an incredible role to play in this institution, and that's why we're a family, because everyone is important. A father, a mother, a daughter, a sister, all of you belong to a very precious family, and I'm very proud to be part of this family. I have to tell you the truth, that I got this doctor by association. I wish I was a doctor, but we have our Army General Dr. Chairman there, who's really a true doctor and drives us every day. But thanks to all of you and the association that I've had, that I've got this honor of being a doctor. But my tribute to all of you who are really working beyond what your titles are. So thank you. I just want to recollect a moment 29 years ago, and I think there's so many of us that have been there for the longest time. Raji, Shilpi, Sundar, so many of you, Shiv, Anupam, and of course Chairman. When we built this hospital, it looked formidable because first they said, okay, it's only going to cost 60 crores and 100 crores, and then suddenly it became 200 crores. and we had started building this beautiful building, which there was nothing like it in Delhi. You know, if you look at the top, it has this beautiful blue color, which you can see from anywhere, you know, from an aeroplane, from anywhere you can see. That's how different Apollo is, and that's how different we wanted to think about it. But we thought, how are we going to bring this together, get the best doctors, get the best nurses, get the money to invest in equipment? The chairman did get the best doctors. He got 100 doctors who applied, and Anupam will remember, who came back from London and the US and the UK to practice. We managed to put it together. I think the lesson from that is that we will always be faced with challenges, but we have, you know, we must have the courage and the conviction to see how we deal with these challenges. And that is an important part of the transformation of us that will help us in the next decade, because the world is changing very fast. And I think transformation at any age is always good. So be curious, be a learning organization, and I do wish you health and happiness. So I'd like to end with this note of gratitude. Every day as I go home, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for being part of this wonderful organization. I'm grateful, I have gratitude for the fact that we've been through many crises together. The crisis of the challenge of having built this hospital, the crisis of having to deal with a public that was not used to a corporate sector hospital, the crisis of having gone through COVID and have really been part of healing those patients rather than becoming a victim of circumstances. Yes, we've had many crises. We've had, I mean, in Chennai we had floods. I know in Delhi there are different types of floods. But today I'm grateful. And it is with this gratitude that I would like to leave you, because when I go home every night, it's not just the food that is on the table or the roof on the heads, but it's the thought that in Apollo, we're able to provide that food and shelter for so many people, at least 1 lakh people. So I have immense gratitude for this organization that is able to do that. I have gratitude for this organization that put us in this place which can help other human beings. You know, not many institutions have that. In a hotel you go, they serve you coffee, tea, and you have a pleasant stay. But how many institutions and how many professionals can really say, I make a difference to human life? And that is what you do. So I am so grateful to be part of this organization, and I look to many, many decades of health and happiness for you and all of your families. May God bless you all.
Thank you, ma'am, for the heartfelt message. Your words reaffirm our purpose and inspire every step we take. And now, with immense pride and reverence, we welcome the visionary behind it all, the pioneer who turned the dream of world-class healthcare in India into a reality. With deepest love and respect, we request our chairman, sir, for his kind words of wisdom, blessings on the occasion. Sir.
Namaste. I'm so happy that you are celebrating 29th anniversary. It is not the 29 that matters. What matters is the wonderful things that you have done in all these 29 years. Your doctors, your nurses, your supporting staff, and the many patients who went back so happy, saying, we're proud that Delhi has an institution for excellence. This is a great credit for all of you as doctors, the nursing staff, the supporting staff, the management, and all of you. My wholeful, my heartfelt appreciation, gratitude, and saying you are a wonderful team. God bless you. Because I think when we started, it was not easy. We were supposed to be in where the present secretary is. It took another 4 or 5 years before we got this, and we brought this hospital first time in Chennai, in Delhi. There was a corporate hospital, and they expected that this hospital will be par excellence. What you have done in 29 years is lived beyond the expectation of people and said, what a wonderful, wonderful hospital that you have created. What you have done is not only the clinical expertise that you have gone, but you have continuously adapted the technology, the newer technology, whether it's robotic surgery, whether it is AI, each one of them have made a big difference so that the patient get the best care, the precision medicine, and great outcomes. And this is, I think, the three major things that any healthcare institution should have, and you have all the three of these. I'm very, very, very happy with this. I heard our nursing director, Anupam, and Sunita. Um, they all express the same thing, saying that they're working from their heart, and an institution is par excellence. Apart from saying that you are an institution of par excellence, we are always there saying we'll adopt newer and greater technologies and won't live by our past performances, and we will go to the future. There are two things this year that we decided, and I'm sure all of you will be there to progress. Number one, in caring people, curing people, you have become number one. But I think we need to see that because in healthcare there are challenges and opportunities. Opportunities that we'll use, opportunities to create healthcare, to develop healthcare for the country and the world. And you are also aware that when I presented to the Prime Minister the two opportunities, saying today there is not only Apollo, there are another 200 good institutions in the country, and the country we should declare the country as a global healthcare destination, and gave him several steps how this can be achieved. But what did he do? He said, I accept all your suggestions, but I want to change the name as Here in India. And he said that is because way back in 750 BC, Susruta made the diagnosis. Susruta got the medical instrumentation, and today we are proud that we are celebrating whatever happened 750 BC. Today, Apollo has shown the world that we are again prominent. So more than 140 countries coming to India for care. So here in India is going on. The next proposal I gave him was that India has got a lot of young people, and our healthcare, our doctors, nurses, paramedics, and all of them are outstanding. If you can develop, there's a huge shortage. By the end of this decade, there's going to be 8 million shortage of doctors, nurses, paramedics in the world. And I think we can do this. So he adopted that and then said, let's make that, call it Heal by India. I think this is a recognition of the great work that you all have done. But as I said, in curative care, we have done the best, adopted the best technology, and used it to give the greatest care for every patient that walked in. But I think what today we must celebrate, saying we are going to give something back to the world. In this August 15th, we'll announce saying Apollo will be the first institution in the world which will work 365 days, 24 into 7. We are doing 365 days, 24 into 7 in our emergency care. But I think it's time that we should also be able to give all other appointments on that day, and especially from cure, you must go to prevention. So the preventive care, I think, should be one of our things that we can give people, so that there are a number of people who think they are healthy. Even marathon players are dropping dead. The last Sunday, one of my patients' grandson, 28-year-old, at 9:30 for half an hour, I believe he had pain. He just said, "I have pain here," and dropped dead on the chair. And this is what's happening. So this is where I think we will be the first in the world to take the challenge, saying we'll offer all of our services to people 365 days, 24 into 7. Will you all agree? Yes, sir. Say yes. Give a clap then, that India will be the first in the world to give 365 days. I think we need you, because it's easy to think of something, but we need performers. I know that we have performed. That's why I took this decision, saying that we will do it, and you can do it, and you are going to do it and make a significant impact. So I think you should be proud that you will be the first in the world who will say no patient will be denied of care on any day in the week, because it's not, the airlines work on Sundays, hotels work on Monday, other service areas work on Sunday. So we are not difficult. But what I want to assure is, we won't pressure the people to do extra work. We have additional people to take care of Sundays. So it is not overburdening the existing staff, but we'll have more doctors, more nurses, more this one to take care of Sundays. But we will be the first in the world, and I'm sure whatever you have done in 29 years, being an outstanding institution, will also be one of the institutions which will give this type of care, and the world will be proud of you, because many things that you have done. I said already there are 200 hospitals who are doing what you are doing. Similarly, they will all adopt. So what is it? You are now serving the world. Most importantly, yes, we need wealth, but we need health to enjoy the wealth. So there are three things three H's, which I thought we will propagate from now on. H, health, happiness at home. To be able to do that, you must be able to prevent him from getting major problems, or able to give them excellence in care, so that the most difficult problems are treated ordinarily. You have done this. You adopted the best possible technology. You are one of the first who did the transplant. I still remember the young boy, 80-year-old boy who came for a liver transplant, and today he's a doctor at Apollo Bangalore. So this is many. I can mention many wonderful outstanding things that Apollo Delhi has done. My congratulations to all of you for the brilliant work that you have done. Well, let's continue to do what we're doing, but let's progress, saying we will give this work 24 into 7. Apollo never sleeps, which should be our logo, and we will say we'll keep people well, prevent them from illness, and this should be two new, whatever we're doing. The world was must say, "Wow, Apollo never stops," and this is what you are. You are people who can make outstanding things ordinarily possible. God bless all of you. I love you all. Happy anniversary. I can individually thank each one of you, but my gratitude for the great work that you have done, and I'm sure your patience have expressed to you, they have written to you, they have talked to me, and all of us, the way that they've all been looked after. Not only curing the disease, but the care and compassion is outstanding. The 4 C's that you have exemplified, the clinical outcomes of the best in the world, the care and compassion which you can't buy with a juice box or $1, and the cost effectiveness. So, I started Apollo because I lost a young man who couldn't afford $50,000 to go abroad. What do we charge? We don't charge even $5,000 for an ordinary patient. So I think this is where we should be proud, saying that we have brought to the world excellent care and affordability, accessibility for all the people. And what we have done, is like a huge banyan tree. There is no institution in the world which have touched the lives of more than 150 million people. We have done everything in healthcare. Hospitals, hospital care is one, but outside, using telemedicine and all of the other things, I think we will stand. We'll continue to do this because the support, the the strength, and the love that you give for what you're doing is what is admirable. God bless all of you. Wish you all a happy, happy anniversary. Let's celebrate each year, saying we have done well, we have done extraordinarily well, but we will do more for people. And all that I can assure you, whatever you need, the support, the technology, you have been the first now to adopt any technology. We will give you the technology. We will give you all the support that's required. God bless and again, my heartiest congratulations for the outstanding work that you all have done in the last 29 years. God bless you. Welcome.
Thank you so much, respected Chairman Sir, for inspiring us each day to deliver our best.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we draw this celebration to a close, we offer our heartfelt thanks to each one of you for making this day so meaningful, inspiring, and memorable.
Your presence, your energy, and your participation have truly made this day a resounding success.
A special expression of gratitude to Sunita ma'am. Ma'am, your gracious presence and uplifting words have added immense value to today's celebration. Thank you for being with us.
We also extend our sincere thanks to all the dignitaries, doctors, nurses, teams, and staff members. Your unwavering commitment, compassion, teamwork are the true foundation of everything we celebrate today. Let's give a heartfelt round of applause for the extra Apollo family members.
And now, before we part ways, let's bring this beautiful occasion to a close with a few lines that capture the spirit of togetherness and purpose we share.
As we close this special day with pride, we thank each heart that stood by our side.
From healing hands to hopeful eyes, together we've helped new dreams rise.
With every soul that we uplift, we honor service, our greatest gift.
Let us move forward, bold and true, for the future of care begins with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I request you all to kindly rise for the national anthem now?
Thank you once again, and a very happy anniversary to each one of you.
Before we part, a heartfelt thank you to the organizing committee and every team member who worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this event a grand success. Your efforts, creativity, and commitment truly brought this celebration to life. A big round of applause for the organizing committee, please. Thank you everyone for joining us today.